Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Trickett. And yes, guys, this is another amazing edition of Wake Up with Trickett. And I hope everybody's doing well on this super Saturday. I know I'm feeling amazing. So much energy and feeling vibrant. Whew, it's almost unfair. But anyway, guys, if you are new and coming across my page, welcome. If you are my newbies that have just subscribed, welcome. And if you my OGs, my A1s from day ones, I love loyalty. So welcome and thank you. Love and gratitude to all of you. I really appreciate the support and the opportunity that you give me to be able to share my stories as well as teach you something, because when I'm teaching you, I'm teaching myself too. We are learning together as a collective. So with that being said, guys, I wanted to address some things here. One thing is YouTube. Hello there, YouTube. Hear me out. YouTube, you guys have some people that are wearing masks that work for you. And now I don't blame you, because I know you have a lot of employees, so it'd be hard to know, each employee on a personal level, right? But you have some employees that are taking bribes because they're low vibrational and they have a little authority behind the screen, and they're taking bribes from low vibrational creatures, energies, that are paying them to mess with other people's channels. Now, as you already know, I'm the master of masters when it comes to energy. There's no one in the world like me. So who are you going to go to check my credentials, except for see the proof in the pudding? I don't just talk it, but this is my way of life. I show it on a daily basis. So without any further ado, let me show you guys, because you may not know. And so I don't want to blame you, but I want to give you the opportunity to do the right thing. When it swings front and back, it's saying yes. Left to right, it's saying no. So let's see what the pendulum says. Family, does YouTube have employees taking bribes to mess with people's pages? You guys see that? Thank you. So my family says yes. Who's that? My spiritual family. We're in the upright. We're not crooks. And so let me ask this. Does YouTube know about these employees? The answer is no. So I know you don't know. And this can happen to anybody that owns a big corporation or business and has a lot of employees. But now that you know, you need to address this. Look at my page and then start looking at some of the other readers' page, and you will see the inconsistency greatly that has been there on the views. And this is just because you have some low vibrational energies, which obviously you don't know about, that are taking bribes to target certain groups of people. And that's basically stealing. So now that you know, I'm asking that you move on it. Now, if you need help, and then that's not a problem either, because just like I already know, can we remove these people from YouTube? Thank you. It's not hard. I mean, you'll know the ones when their health gets stripped away and they never come back to work. And then you know those were the ones. But I'd rather give the higher ups I'd rather go through the proper channels to do everything properly and in the upright and stay morally correct, and allow you guys to address it. And now that you know, and I believe you guys will do the right thing. So, let's keep it moving, guys. It is Super Saturday. I feel amazing. I have so much energy. It is almost a crime. I feel so good. But yeah, it's Super Saturday, guys, and I hope everybody's doing well out there. And I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about, a lot of us have been targeted by covens, people doing black magic, a wicked, evil, low vibrational family, or families, or relatives, or fake friends that have came together to work against you, work against me. And I'm here to say, for a lot of us, because I can't speak for everybody, but for a lot of us, this is coming to an end, okay? It's already played the role that it was supposed to play. And so a lot of this, believe it or not, like in my case, it's been orchestrated by the Most High. I had about a 2-hour conversation with my spirit guides and the Council of Light and just a whole bunch of people from my spiritual team, my ancestors, and even down to my arrest that I had. Because, I'm a giver. I'm always out there, giving. I'm always in my feminine energy, giving, loving, doing what I do. And they were like, that was even orchestrated by us. This was meant to take place, from the people stealing, to the people that have betrayed you, to any lies or slanders that was told on you. All these people were playing a role that they didn't know they were playing. But Spirit, which is God Almighty, creator of all, told me that all this was orchestrated. Now, did that catch me off guard? Absolutely. I'm like, what? So I went through all this, but I was also told, because it's so much bigger than you. But you are the catalyst. You are the chosen amongst chosen, that we've allowed all this to happen. There's no accidents. It's like a storyline, and we actually wrote it out like this for you, for these things to take place in your life. So once you digest all that, right, you're like, okay. And you know that things are going to be better. And everything's going to work out right, because they wrote a love story, not a horror story, even though it might have felt like a horror story, right? There was a lot of lessons that had to be learned, a lot of growth that had to take place. You had to be disciplined in areas you weren't disciplined. You had to know how strong you were. And now you know that you're unstoppable, but you wouldn't have known that if we wouldn't have wrote this story out for you to be tested and tried by the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. The best dark practitioners, the best witches, the best warlocks, the best of the wicked coming against you energetically. Why do you think we made you the masters of all masters when it comes to energy? When it comes to energy work? Because all of these people are using energy, but they're not using it, and they will never be able to use it on a level that you have been blessed to have it. So don't abuse it. Teach as many as you can, and keep making us proud. So here I am, and I'm going to continue. And so, guys, I'm here to tell you your story for the most part. No matter how bad it's been, how tragic it's been, how heartbreaking, painstaking, no matter how many tears you dropped, trust me, I know about all of it. It could have also been orchestrated by the Most High, in your case as well, for you to be taught the lessons and go through, the different changes that you needed to go through and the different cycles that you needed to go through. So it is what it is. And these dummies on the other end, they think, woo, my woo-woo's working. And God is like, they're slow. I wrote all this to go exactly like I wrote it. If they're religious folks, but they don't know the Bible. Because if they knew the Bible, then they would have read the verse where I said, I am the author of your fate. See, they don't read. They just like titles. But they don't read. So if they knew somebody was writing the story, I am the author of your fate. If they would have known somebody was writing the story on them, and then they would have known that what they're doing, all you're doing is just following the plan that was already pre-written before you got here. So all you're doing is just carrying it out wonderfully. And they've all played their roles to perfection. Even the jail time and the sickness and the humiliation they'll go through, and those that will have to venture on and leave this planet. It has all been orchestrated like a beautiful symphony, like a wonderful play. And they have all did a wonderful job. So, to all of the low vibrational creatures out there that actually thought they were the one in charge and God was sitting and they told God to take a back seat and that they were going to run the show. Bravo. We need idiots like you. Because of your pride and stupidity and ego, you never see what's coming when it's supposed to be coming. Because you're just so caught up in self. So, I just wanted to tell you guys, this also may be your situation as well too. So just hang in there. These guys work as a group because they feel there's power in numbers. But this is energy work. So whatever, if they feel there is, it hasn't worked on me. I've dismantled everyone they've brought to me. They're tired and worn out. They're on me trying to group together and figure out a plan, and all they know is the same plan. So what is that saying when you do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result? It's insanity. So they've gone insane, a whole lot of them, due to all of the black magic that they have done. They have entities attached to them now that are controlling them. The entities are the puppet masters, the devil, the demonic demons that they were trying to call on to sacrifice you, me, to steal from you, me, and whoever else are controlling them. And they're just headed to their demise on this. So this is what I say, guys, while you still have time, right? We know you're not going to do right because it's just not in your DNA, because it's been taken over by the negative entities. There goes my central air, just kicked on. That because you're now controlled by those demonic entities. So you're not going to do right. You're not going to repent. You're not going to have no true heart, no heartfelt apology. Everything's going to still come with a twist. So since we already know that, right? Since we already know that, this is what you can do. Now you've already destroyed your bloodline for God knows how many generations down the line. You have placed hard labor and poverty on your children's 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 children, and who knows how many more down the line, due to your greed, lust, and envy and jealousy that you hold. Now those 4 traits we all know is not of the light, we all know that's some negative, dark stuff that you chose with your own free will to harbor. So you chose a side. You chose a losing side, but you chose a side. Granted, no problem. So let me give you some advice. Since you guys are all big on life insurance, on other people, because you know you're all lazy, nobody wants to work. You guys are carrying incurable STDs. You're all sick and trying to hold up like you're not. That's pathetic. But you guys all are. And so since things are going downhill real fast for you guys, it's not even at a slant. It's like going straight down real fast for you guys. At least, since you have cursed your children's children, and you have cursed your entire bloodline, I don't know if you heard that, but that was confirmation, and you have cursed your entire bloodline, and you believe in life insurance on other folks, do me a favor, not even me. Do the kids that you just made life hard for them and their children and theirs for decades down the line, at least do them a favor and you go get life insurance because you're gonna need it. And so this way, when you leave, at least you have given them something. It won't last because their fate is that you've cursed them. Unfortunately, their mother and father were karmics, you know, and they were only thinking about themselves. And so it is what it is, right? You took your side with your free will. But at least leave them with some money so when your day comes, they have money to either cremate you or bury you. And they have a few dollars left over to where at least coming out the gate, it won't just be painstaking, heartbreaking, and just, you know, dark. But at least they'll have like a little smidget of, you know, of relief to where, you know, for the first few months, maybe the first year, they can pay their bills. They'll still be living paycheck to paycheck, but they'll have that little extra money that their karmic dad or karmic mother or karmic parents that wanted to be the negative Bonnie and Clyde, right? And do all of this black magic, would have left them. So outside of their paycheck being gone, they'll have a little bit of extra left before that is also sucked away and their life of just toil and labor and blood, sweat, and tears without any rewards is going to start for them. And they can thank you because you guys did an amazing job at destroying your bloodline. Who does that? But apparently you guys do. So that's sad, but it's true. So at least do that. At least give them something, since you gave them nothing but heartache and pain. Okay? So, and for those that have been under attack, you can have a sign of relief because these people are leaving in multiple different ways. I would say get your black suit ready and get your best one. Because that day's coming because you brought it upon yourself faster than what it even needed to come. But once again, your own free will, you did what you decided to do. And guys, this is the whole reason why you have people like myself and probably like you that had to go through all of these cycles, die 20 different deaths in this lifetime. So you can break generational curses that have been put on your family that you had nothing to do with. I had nothing to do with, but your parents or their parents or their parents, they did it. And it just kept transferring over from generation to generation until it got to us, right? And now we are the catalyst to stop it. We are the ones to break it. So you might have had alcoholism, and that curse. It's being broken. You might have had a bunch of people that just were compulsive liars from generation to generation, to generation. Man, they're always lying. That family's known for being liars. You're the one to break it. We're here to break the generational curses that we didn't put on ourselves, but just like these low vibrational karmics, they decided to curse their entire bloodline. And hopefully when this is all over for their bloodline, no telling how far down the line that'll be, there will have to be someone that will be the catalyst that will break what all of these low vibrational creatures have done to their own family. You know what I mean? It's like an upside down cross. It's like they just cursed their family and their bloodline with nothing but hardship and toil and labor and poverty. And they thought nothing about it because they were just thinking about themselves and their pleasure seekers. So they were only thinking about pleasing themselves in whatever manner that might be. To each his own, right? And so we're here to break a lot of that. You don't know what 5 generations back has done. You don't know what those parents have done, those great grandparents have done. You don't know what they did. And you've been dealing with these issues in your family. Like there's always divorce. Every time somebody gets married, they get a divorce. Every time somebody gets married, they get a divorce. That's a curse. And you're here to break that generational curse. So now, when the new bloodline comes, things go smooth. They go in the upright. Doesn't mean they're perfect, but they're far from karmic. Like if they get married, they stay married, and it's not any karmic situation or toxic situation. You're not married to or dating some narcissist. But it's just basic issues that come up in life. And before the sun goes down, you're able to already figure it out. And you're not going to bed hateful and angry, and you're good. You're not just sleeping around with people and connecting with these people's negative entities and just creating soul tie after soul tie after soul tie after soul tie. Now you got all their demonic demons, all the issues that they were hiding when they met you. Hey, what's up? You get your little one night stand, or you hung out with for a week, or even a month, or you dated them for even 6 months. And you didn't know about all their karmic issues that they had passed down from their grandparents or parents or their bloodline. And now you just inherited that because you were just out having fun and, looking at the outer exterior, and you should have been checking what was in the inside. That's why I protect my energy the way I do, because my energy is very valuable. It's priceless. That's why so many people try to come after me, because they want it, but they can never take it because they can't house in their rotten, decrepit body they have. They can't house this type of energy that I carry. They just can't house it. It'll destroy them. And so this might have happened to you guys too as well. And I know you're here to break general curses, guys, because you guys are star seeds and earth angels like me and light workers and basically people just in the upright. People that aren't perfect, but you're not out here doing the negative stuff with negative intent that these people are doing. Like this is the plan. that they had to rob you to this and that. And because God knew that they would choose that negative side, then he used them to do that to you. He used them to do that to me. But because it's all a part of the bigger plot, a bigger picture that's bigger than me, that's bigger than you, he's going to give it all back with interest, with penalties, with pain and suffering added to it. So it will be a lot more than what it was, than what they took. While they'll be jail, either in jail suffering, leaving the planet, or their health just stripped away. And it doesn't matter how much money you have. When you don't have your health, you're done. So, and then on top of all of that, they cursed their generations. They cursed their entire bloodline. Was it worth it? Absolutely not. But I guess somebody had to play that role, right? And because God knew they would choose to work on the dark side of things, he was like, well, you got the role. Welcome, come on in. Here's your script. Here's your script. You're going to be a dark practitioner. You're going to be a witch. You're going to be a warlock because you chose to work against me. And because you did, well, let me hand out, I'm the author, so let me hand you out your script. Because this is the role that you're going to have to play now. And they did it with perfection. I think every one of them ought to receive a Grammy for the outstanding job that they did. So these clowns are all going through their karma, which they didn't believe in, because they have egos. Nobody can touch us, and I know everyone, and I'm connected. Man, I'm connected. We're all connected. More than they're connected. They're talking about they're connected to humans. We're connected to people that can jump into humans and have those dark entities do what we need them to do for us, and they won't even know why they're doing it. Like, why am I doing what's right? Why am I picking up the phone and getting ready to snitch on everyone right now? Let me help you out with that. It's because our ancestors, our spirit guides, our spiritual team has jumped inside of you and has taken over to get what the Most High needs done in our life to get done. Because he's always going to get, spirit is always, because spirit is not a man or a woman, spirit is always going to get what spirit wants. And he's always going to want the best for those that serve him with good intent. And that is me, and that is you. So let's keep it pushing. And one other thing, guys, I read tarot, right? Because anything has to do with energy, I'm connected to it. That's just an extraordinary gift that he's given me. I've seen no one in the world use a pendulum like me. My body is full of energy. I can just open up my hand and instantly it'll move, and it'll stay swinging like that for an hour unless I stop it. And so I just have all this energy flowing through me at just great magnitudes, right? And so I read tarot, and so all I want to say is people that read tarot, I don't put a gender. Why? Because I think the best way is to say this energy or that energy is doing this. Because you'll hear people say, I'm talking to the feminine, and I mean, this woman does this. To me, personally, I wouldn't do it like that. I would just leave it to the viewer's intuition to pull out what they pull out. But I would say I'm reading an energy. Unless it's a love read, you may be able to say man or woman. But for the most part, I would still say this energy, this feminine energy, or this masculine energy. And why do I say that? Because you hear a lot of masculine energies, and they're always in the negative for the most part. I mean, I listen to tarot a lot because I don't have to hit a 9 to 5 job, and I am building something. So I have to. I'm looking for something. I'm doing something, and so my eyes is in Tarot Land because I want to know who speaks truth and who's consistent. And I've been doing this for quite some time. So I would not put gender, like spirit isn't gender. He's just spirit. That's why we say spirit. I would keep it right there. This feminine energy, this masculine energy is doing this, doing that, and leave it there. To take it any further, that's on you. You can do what you want. I'm just a master of energy. And so that's just me throwing that disclaimer out there. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to take it. I'm just love and light, trying to help out a little bit. But with that being said, guys, I'm Trickett. This is Wake Up with Trickett. I hope someone, if not all of you, pull something positive from this that will help you to become a better version of yourself. And until next time, peace. And don't forget to write your name in the stars, because we are always winning. Worldwide winner. Let's keep it pushing, baby. Till next time.